Trained well this week. It's really important that we've got lots of energy going into the game. I think at this moment in time there's no rain forecast for Saturday in Rome, so look, it's about winning the game. We said this 2 years ago, fully focused on winning the game. And if those moments where we are in the last 20, I think you've seen by our selection, there will be an intent, but it's a difficult place to go. Everyone has spoken this week about a 6-day turnaround. It might favour us. Italy played 6 days before our game last year, 2013, and they went and beat Ireland in their last game. So they're prepared and have been through that situation, a 6-day turnaround. So the 6-day might come into it in terms of the landscape of the game, but they've played on the back of 6 days and won, so we're very mindful of that as well. It was a difficult conversation with Mike Phillips this week, as you can well imagine. He was thoroughly disappointed, as you want a player to be. But as I said, it's a one game. There might be an opportunity, and we feel that Gareth over in South Africa in particular came off the bench and played particularly well. He can score tries, and it's something which we might need in the last 10 minutes of the game.
And the title is still there to play for. If you do fall short, how do you rate this tournament in terms of World Cup preparation?
I think we'll wait till Saturday evening to answer those questions, because we're solely focused on 1:30 in Rome. I think it's a fantastic advert for the Six Nations once again, going into the last game where France, ourselves, England and Ireland got a great chance of winning the championship. So it's all to play for, and we're looking forward to that opportunity. And who would have thought that once again after our first game against England? Well, I think if you look at the points, we have to win the game first and foremost, Paul. I think when you look at the games in the Six Nations so far between the top 7 sides in World Rugby, I think the average tries between us is 1.8. I think if you look at the other tries which are scored against other nations, that obviously that slightly increases. So it's an opportunity, making sure that we go out, we're accurate, we're clinical, and like we did against Ireland on Saturday, build a score. I think you have to build a score against any side in World Rugby, and it's important that we get our structure right. And if we get in that position when we've built the score, of course, but as I keep saying, it's about winning the game first and foremost. Look, they're hugely motivated. I think the added motivation, for us, obviously it's been mentioned where one trophy is going to Edinburgh, one's going to Twickenham. So there's a huge motivation from within. It's a collective belief, and we have to go out and play the game on our terms. And if we can play the game on our terms and dictate, then I think it'll be an interesting 20-25 minutes. But we have to be very pragmatic early on. I think we have to have composure and patience. I think John Davis was spot on what he said early on in the week regarding going out and we can't throw the ball around. It's not a sevens game, it's an international test match, and we respect Italy. And I think it's going to be a tough game, as every nation plays against Italy. They know it is in the first half, and even in the half of the second half as well. You look at centre and you can look at loose head prop really, because Gethin Jenkins and Paul James has amassed 50-odd caps, and I think in that position with Paul James and Gethin Jenkins, we've got 2 world-class loose heads. I think we've got 3 world-class centres, and it's almost a difficult decision when you've got Scott, Jamie and John vying for 2 positions. And we picked what we feel is our strongest starting side, and I think, as I alluded to earlier, the strength of the bench coming off. If those situations that we get into in terms of points, that we can open the game up a little bit.